Hello there guys, Mark here, back with episode 3 of our PMDG 777-300ER tutorial series for MSFS. So part 1 we covered cold and dark to taxi, part 2 we covered taxi up to cruise, and in this episode we're going to cover descent, approach and landing. So we're at cruise altitude at the moment, 35,000 feet. And the first thing we're going to have to do is program our arrival so that the aircraft knows the route it needs to fly to get us down to the runway. So if I have a look at our flight plan, so I'll bring up Navigraph here just so it's easy for you all to see. Wait for it to load. So you can see here we've got LAX runway 25 left. We've got the Ernim 2 arrival, Burgle transition, and I've yet to pick an approach. So if we have a look, so there's LAX there. So 25 left, and we are going to want an ILS. From, oh that's annoying. What's this purple line that I've somehow drawn on the map? Oh, there we go, it's gone. Right, 25 left. Why has it got to be 25 left? Because that's nowhere near where we're coming from. So 24 right, approach. Interesting. So you're getting this in real time now. So why? So it needs to be a 2-5. 2-4 then for the wind. So 2-4. 2-4 right is there. Or 2-5 left is there. 2-4 right, 2-5 left. Five left. Okay, right. So what we're going to do is we are going to and then we'll do okay, so really then we want so I guess it's either or really. ILS 2-4 right. Okay, so we'll go ILS ILS 2-4 right there. Okay, so ILS 2-4 right, circus. Okay, so we now get rid of that and go to the FMC after all that planning. So go to the FMC and we're going to go departure arrival, and then I've totally forgotten what it was I just said. Two, 4 right. Okay, so KLX arrivals, ILS 2-4, circus, that one there, that one there. Execute that, and then we're going to have a big so Erman blah, 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 and then it should go, so then we should have, if I check this, so it should go Gado, yeah, Gado is there all the way, and then we go along there and then round to circus there. Cool. So let's check our first restriction is 26,000 above. So let's change this to 26 so the aircraft can descend. It's complaining about fuel, so we need to go VNAV. No, we don't. We need to go com wind, com descent forecast. get rid of it, request some new winds. Wait for them to load. So we put our reserves as 12.4, and it thinks we're going to land with 11.6, so that's why it's complaining. So that's fine, we'll just ignore that for now. So we are all set for top of descent. When we get there, the aircraft will be able to descend, so because we've set 26,000 there, which is the first restriction. So let's have a look at the tablet and just check our performance. So if we go into the performance tool, landing en route, so we are landing landing 24 right. Import that from the aircraft. So it's saying a flaps 30 landing, import the weather. It says we're there. So I say we've got reversers. That makes us there. Yeah, we'll do flaps 30 because yeah, that's fine. I do need to check though. So we've got a VREF of 142, so that's fine. So we'll go in there. 138 plus the 5. Is that right? Cool. Nice. So what I do need to check is where United park at LAX. Probably be as far away as possible from where we're going to end up. Yeah, okay, cool. So it's like high 70s or so that's fine. 71. Cool, right, so we're on descent. So you can see on the ND here, so because of the busyness etc of the airspace, there's a lot of legs, so you can see 26,000 or above, so there's a very narrow window here of where we can go. So what I'm going to do just for ease is I'm going to go right down to this 16,000 here, just because it gives us a bit of breathing space so I don't have to keep spinning this. So if I change this to 16, it means the aircraft will follow the constraints in purple, well, all the constraints here, but it won't go past the 16,000 here until I lower the number. And again, we'll have to then do 12,000 and then 8,000, etc. And then problem is there, we're going to be much lower there, 7,000 or above, below 8,000, but then above 12,000 there. $6,000. Might have to that 7,000 or above. What's that going to do to the route? If we go Gado, and then straight to Palak. So that means it's going to go up here and then round there. Oh no, it's not. It's not going to do that at all. Because if that's 7,000, it's going to have to go. It's going to have to be back here, isn't it? Cliffy. I wonder if the plane can just sort it out. Can I just put that there? I'm feeling it's not going to like that. So we've got to be above 7,000 there. Below 8. I think that's probably caused a bit of carnage for the route. It's fine, because what we'll do is we'll just fly heading mode and just do a long downwind and then turn. So it'll be okay. Right, zoom that in a bit. So the fuel message is gone as well, now that we've got rid of all those unnecessary waypoints. So obviously in real life it would have just been vectored, so they would just go, you know, I'll direct to somewhere, and all would be fine. So get the old checklist up. Did the tablet say auto brakes through? Yeah. So recall is checked, notes are checked, auto brake is set to 3, landing data VREF is 142. Approach brief complete. Cool, so we're just about to pass back through that transition altitude, so you'll see the standard icon underneath the altitude tape, just the bottom right of the PFD, will change back to a pressure, and we'll have to make sure that we've got the correct pressure set for the aircraft, or for the air. There we go. So we'll click standard again and go back to a QNH. Let's check those legs. So we're here, so 17,000 or below, but above 14. Hit that nicely, and what did I say? So we will go set it. So we're going to stop now. So I need to set this lower like so. So I've set to this next constraint here, this 12,000 or above, like so. Otherwise the aircraft would have stopped at that floor that was set in the window. There we go. So we're on path. All good. Cool. So what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to set this all the way down to the 4,000, which is there. Let's have a look at the approach on my iPad, which isn't very helpful. $4,000 and then we intercept at 2,200 at Kobe. Okay, cool. So what I actually am going to do is change this and set this to the 2,200, so the aircraft will just follow its VNAV all the way down to the 2,200. Speed brakes can come out for the drag. Cool, so what I'm going to do now is spin this all the way around, because we're going to have to add a bit of time in because of the approach. So I'm going to spin this round to say there. I'm going to go heading select. Cool, so we're going to do a bit of heading select, so 7,000 or above. Is what I want. So we're flying the opposite of the approach course to try and get ourselves set up. So it's still complaining about the drag, but that's fine. So I'm just going to delete that waypoint, and we're just going to wait until we go past it on the ND here, and then it will draw a nice line to come back. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go flaps 1, just to make sure we keep that speed under control. I'm going to do 7,000 flitch so that it takes the aircraft down to that 7,000, rather than, because we're not really following the VNAV at the moment. So I want to get down to 7,000, and then we can go back to VNAV when we're all set. I'm going to reset QNH just in case it's changed, which it hasn't. Cool. So it's saying 240 until miss. Right, so the flight level change is bringing us down nicely. So there we are at the 7,000. Why does it say that that's getting further away when we're literally going towards it? Doesn't make any sense. So that says 7. Why does it say it's getting further away? Right, what I'm going to do a bit of learning. So if I get rid of that, let's go. So what was it? 71. Let's do a bit of a turn. 25. Because effectively what I want it to do is I want it to be able to draw that arc. Once it can draw the arc without it being a ridiculously tight turn, we can go back to VNav and sort ourselves out. We're nearly there. I think we just need to go past it a little bit more just to get rid of that sharp bit at the end. And then we can go back to VNav and we should be all good to go. I have to remember to try and get some shots of it when we're fully configured. How does that look now? I'd say it can probably do that. So we'll go VNav LNav. Let's put this back to that final 2200. Let the aircraft do its thing. So I want to go flat 5, which is 245 knots. I'm going to go VOR lock, just arm the VOR lock. For when we turn. Flat 5. Speed's coming off nicely. And approach checklist. Altimeter is set. And reducing speed, 180 knots. So we are all set. To go. Approach is armed. Auto brake is set. Nine to go. Clear down. Hope captured. Missed approach set 2000. Landing checklist. Speed brake. armed. Landing it down, flaps 30. Wrist approach is set. Landing checklist is complete. And 1,000, check. Autopilot disconnect, flight director. A little bit high. A little bit low. There we go.
$100, $50, $30, $20, $10.
Touchdown. Reverses green. Spoilers up. $80 knots. Manual brakes. And there we have that. Oh, I didn't need the landing lights. Landing lights off. Turn offs off. Taxi light on. I need that to be something. Right, so we're going to cross here. And then I'm going to get GSX to do this because I'm curious as to which way they'd go. So let's wait for GSX. I'm guessing not that way. Or we're not going to use GSX. Honestly, why can't it just work? It's not even running. That's why it don't work. The app's not even running. Right, let's try that again. GSX. There we go. No suitable parking. What, in the entire LAX there's no gates? None. How do I go back? G was the 80s. Terminal 7, yeah. So it's not A, B, C at all. Do you know, I don't think I'm not sure that this is that this is the INI builds. Because why does it look like this? Yeah, that's why. That's why I'm having trouble, because when I've used add-on linker, I haven't enabled the INI builds KLAX. So in that case, we're just going to park here. So APU can come on. And we're just going to park here because there's no point going all the way around to the actual stands because they're not going to be there. So cool. So APU's coming on. In all that chaos, I didn't put the flaps up. There we go. Parking brake is set. Flaps are coming up. Just got to wait for the APU to start up. No idea what spot this is. 100 and something. APU is running. Wonderful. Engines can come off.
You are currently parked at the wrong parking position.
Well, I know it wasn't very good parking because you moved me. Anyway, let's just let it do its thing. So we'll bring
This
up.
parking is too small for your aircraft.
I don't care.
The boarding requested.
D-board. United Airlines. Engines off. APU is running. So let's go to the tablet. It's really annoyed me that I didn't load LAX. Let's go to the tablet. Ground connections. Disarm all the doors. Set the chocks. Ground power. Parking brake off. Ground power can come on. APU can come off. And shut down. So we'll come overhead. Fuel pumps can come off. Hydraulic pumps off. Taxi and strobes off. Beacon off. Parking brake is set. Cool. That is checklist complete. GSX doesn't appear to be doing any of this, so let's open.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Open that. Cargo. And there we go. Grab a screenshot. Like so. And that's that, guys. That is the descent, approach, landing and shutdown of the PMDG 777-300ER. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. As I said, I'll leave links to the previous 2 episodes in the video description. So if you want to check them out, please do. If you found this video helpful, then please do smash the thumbs up button. That really does help me out. And if you want to see more videos like this, then please do hit subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any future uploads. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.